Ever wonder why some people seem to effortlessly achieve their goals while others struggle? Could the secret be in their motivation? Let's start by acknowledging that motivation is a vital ingredient in the recipe for success. It's the fuel that powers your engine, the wind beneath your wings, the spark that ignites your inner drive. But here's the thing, motivation isn't something that you're simply born with, like eye color or height. No, motivation is more like a muscle. It can be cultivated, strengthened, and honed. Consider some of the world's most successful people. The likes of Elon Musk, Serena Williams, or even J.K. Rowling didn't just wake up one day and find themselves at the top. It was their motivation, their relentless drive that propelled them forward. They harnessed their inner fire, their unyielding desire to achieve, and used it as a driving force to overcome obstacles and accomplish their goals. Elon Musk, for instance, once said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." That's motivation in action. That's the power of an inner drive that refuses to be extinguished. Or take Serena Williams, who once remarked, "I really think a champion is defined not by their wins, but by how they can recover when they fall." That's resilience, yes, but it's also a testament to the power of motivation. The ability to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going no matter what. And then there's J.K. Rowling, who famously went from being a struggling single mother to one of the world's most successful authors. She once said, "It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." This is a clear nod to the importance of motivation and the role it plays in shaping our destinies. So no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you aspire to achieve, remember this: your motivation is a powerful tool, waiting to be unleashed. It's not just about having a goal, but having the drive to reach it. Stay tuned as we uncover the steps to harness your motivation and set yourself up for success. Goals give us direction, but how can we set them effectively? It's a question that has likely crossed your mind. The answer lies in the power of SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. Specific goals are clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," a specific goal would be, "I want to run a 5-kilometer race in under 30 minutes." It's not just about getting fit, it's about achieving a specific fitness milestone. Next, we have measurable. This means your goal should be quantifiable. It's not enough to just want to do better. You need a way to measure progress. In our fitness example, the measure is the time it takes to run 5 kilometers. Then comes attainable. It's essential that your goal is realistic. Running a 5-kilometer race in 15 minutes might be achievable for an Olympian, but for most of us it's a stretch. Setting a goal that's too far out of reach can lead to frustration and a loss of motivation. Relevant goals are aligned with your broader life objectives. If you're passionate about health and fitness, running a 5-kilometer race makes sense. But if your interests lie elsewhere, perhaps a different goal would be more fitting. Lastly, your goal should be time-bound. This means setting a deadline. Without a timeline, a goal can feel distant and intangible. But with a deadline, there's a sense of urgency that can propel you forward. The power of SMART goals lies in their ability to provide direction and increase motivation. They create a clear path towards the end goal, making it more achievable. They also give you a way to track your progress, which can be incredibly motivating. Seeing yourself get closer to your goal bit by bit can provide a real boost to your motivation. So the next time you're setting a goal, remember to make it SMART. It's not just about what you want to achieve, but how you plan to get there. With clear goals in sight, you're one step closer to achieving them. But what's next? Motivation isn't magic, it's science. Want to know the formula? The motivation equation, as experts call it, is expectancy times value divided by impulsiveness times delay. Let's break that down, shall we? First up, expectancy. This is your belief about whether you will successfully achieve your goal. If you think you've got a good shot at it, expectancy is high. But if you're doubting yourself, expectancy is low. It's crucial to keep this component high because, let's face it, who's driven to work towards something they believe is unattainable? Next, we have value. This is the importance you place on the goal. If it's something you really want, the value is going to be sky high. But if it's something you're only mildly interested in, the value will be lower. The higher the value, the more motivated you'll be to achieve it. Now let's look at impulsiveness. This is your tendency to get distracted or go off track. We all know the lure of a good Netflix binge or the siren call of social media. The higher your impulsiveness, the lower your motivation. So it's crucial to keep this factor in check. Lastly, we have delay. This is the time it takes to achieve the goal. If your goal is years away, the delay is high, which can dampen motivation. But if you're looking at a shorter timeline, the delay is low and your motivation is likely to be higher. So the motivation equation, expectancy times value divided by impulsiveness times delay, is a scientific way of understanding what drives us. It's not just about wanting something. It's about believing you can achieve it, valuing the outcome, staying focused, and being patient. Understanding this equation gives you the power to control your motivation. So what can you do with this knowledge? Now that you understand the science of motivation, how can you put it into action? Let's begin with expectancy. How can you increase your belief in your ability to achieve your goals? Visualization is key. Picture yourself accomplishing your goal. Feel the triumph, the pride, the joy. This mental rehearsal primes your brain for success, making the goal seem more attainable. Affirmations can also bolster expectancy. These are positive statements you repeat to yourself, like, "I am capable of achieving my goals." The repetition of these affirmations can shift your mindset and boost your confidence. Next, let's talk about increasing value. This is about making the goal more appealing. One way to do this is through a reward system. Treat yourself each time you hit a milestone. It could be as simple as a favorite dessert or as grand as a vacation. Rewards make the goal more enticing and give you something tangible to work towards. Decreasing impulsiveness is another challenge. It's about focusing on your goal and not getting sidetracked. Creating a conducive environment can help with this. If your goal is to get fit, for example, keep your workout clothes in plain sight. Remove distractions like junk food or video games. Make it easy for yourself to stay on track. Finally, we have to tackle delay. This is the waiting time between your efforts and the achievement of your goal. The longer the delay, the more you might struggle with motivation. Here, breaking your goal into smaller, manageable tasks can help. Each task accomplished is a step closer to your goal, making the delay seem less daunting. Remember, these are not one-size-fits-all solutions. You might need to tweak these strategies to suit your unique situation. But the key is to keep experimenting until you find what works for you. These strategies are tools you can use to fuel your motivation. Ready to put them to work? Motivation might get you started, but what will keep you going? This is the question we tackle as we delve into the final chapter of our motivational journey, maintaining momentum. To achieve our goals, we must not only start motivated, but stay motivated. How do we do that? First off, let's talk about resilience, perseverance, and consistency. These are the backbone of maintaining momentum. Think of them as the fuel that keeps your motivation engine running. Resilience is about bouncing back from setbacks and learning from them, not letting them derail your progress. Perseverance, on the other hand, is about sticking to your goals, even when the going gets tough. And consistency? That's about showing up day in and day out, doing the work that gets you one step closer to your goal. Now, how can we boost these traits? Here are some tips. 1. Track your progress. It's easier to stay motivated when you can see how far you've come and how much closer you are to your goal. Use a journal, an app, a spreadsheet, whatever works best for you. 2. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrating these victories can provide a powerful boost to your motivation. 3. Stay flexible. Goals are not set in stone. They are dynamic and can change as you do. If a goal no longer serves you, don't be afraid to adjust it. Your journey is unique to you, and your goals should reflect that. Remember, maintaining momentum is not about speed, but about steady progress. It's about resilience, perseverance, and consistency. It's about tracking your progress, celebrating your victories, and staying flexible. So as we wrap up this journey, here's what I want you to keep in mind. Remember, the journey towards your goals is a marathon, not a sprint. Keep pushing, stay motivated, and you'll get there.